Alrighty, hello everyone.
Hey.
Welcome. Happy Friday if you're in the future like me or the Australians. Um, yeah, I'm pretty excited for
We're in the
this.
future.
I think you guys are still on Thursday, is that correct?
Yeah, we're in the
we're on.
past.
Yeah, that's what we like to say over here. So yeah, hello everyone. I'm Thor. I'm with Supabase live from the future in Singapore. Maybe we just go quickly around the room. YK, do you want to go next?
Sure. Hey everyone, I'm YK. I'm an editor and developer out of Git at Replit, and I also have a personal YouTube channel called CS Dojo.
Sweet, we're already at the shameless plugs. Perfect.
Yeah.
Tiga, you want to go next?
Yeah. Hey everyone, my name is Tiga. I'm here at Replit working on mainly working on Kaboom.js, which is a game library we're going to use today. And yeah, excited for this game
Yes.
library.
I'm very excited for that. I'm just finishing up the Twitter. So we're streaming live to Twitter as well as YouTube. If you want to hop into the comments, hop over to YouTube. So that's the Supabase YouTube. And actually love to, anyone who is live, maybe introduce yourselves as well. Where are you, joining us from? If you have kind of questions, just do them, put them in the chat. We'll see them come up live, and we'll try to address them as they come up. So yeah, if you're live in the chat, let us know where you're tuning in from, and we're pretty excited. So Kaboom, I've looked at it only briefly, so maybe we can actually bring the docs on the screen. Let's do that. Maybe just try this layout. Yeah, I think that works. There we are, Kaboom. I like the logo animation there as well. I think it's just two animated SVGs. Is that? I learned that when I was trying to get the logo for for the background. I learned, okay, it's two SVGs that are overlaid on top of each other, and I was like, damn it, I just wanted PNG. But yeah, maybe you can tell us a little bit about Kaboom. What is it? So JavaScript game programming library, but then also how, did it come about, and how did you get to build this at Replit? I think that's quite interesting.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so Kaboom, in short, is JavaScript game programming library, which is mainly built for beginners and intermediate users. And we came to start building Kaboom. It's first as I was first a contractor with Replit, and it was like my contractor project to make an environment on Replit that appeals to beginners and help them learn programming. And so we came up with this idea for easier game programming library, which has a few very simple interfaces, but lets you get stuff on screen very quickly. So yeah, that's the basic beginning of Kaboom. And it starts,
Nice.
and when we released it, it got some traction, and we just put more time on it right now.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's a great one to also like just hack together on in multiplayer mode. So that's actually what we're going to do. It's going to be pretty sort of Inception. So we're going to use Replit multiplayer to build a multiplayer game, and we probably won't finish everything today. Well, we'll definitely won't finish everything today because we're kind of looking to build in some game mechanics and also like real-time data syncing, so like in terms of the stats and eventually leaderboards and things like that. So probably this will be a live streaming series, and we'd love for you to also jump in, kind of comment along what you would love to see. But I think for now, let's explore kind of Kaboom a little bit, and also kind of look at what we want. I think this probably is a good starting point. So maybe just as an idea, kind of what we're looking to build is sort of almost like a multiplayer Pac-Man. So the idea that you have different colors of dots, and everyone is like moving a certain color of dots, and then there is a hierarchy of it's almost like rock paper scissors. So let's say green eats blue, blue eats red, red eats yellow, yellow eats green. So you kind of have the whole circle, and then depending on who collides, we basically have to check, okay, which color of circles did collide, and then based on that, which one actually was the one who got eaten, and then the other one gets a point for their team. And then basically we can just have this game just like an endless game that just continues forever and counts up the stats of the color points. And we'll see how that turns out and how far we get. But I think for now we can basically start off with sort of this movement of kind of dots. And I think like in the beginning, maybe we just start out with like two dots, and then we figure out kind of the movement and the collision. So I think that's maybe. Do you think that's kind of a good starting point? And then probably later on we can introduce like a background sprite, which is kind of the labyrinth, and see sort of where we get along, how far we get. What do you think, Tiga?
Yeah, that sounds really good. Yeah, that starts with 2 dots.
Cool. Actually, maybe before we jump in, is there any sort of cool game or thing, to show kind of what you can do with Kaboom that you've seen that you think is like, wow, someone has built like something really cool?
Actually,
I
I have one game
muted.
that I made a while ago. It's kind of simple, but
Oh, okay.
it might be entertaining. So let me find it for you.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Maybe if we just drop that in the comments. And then I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, I think Tiga, you might have to unmute yourself.
Sorry, yeah, I was muted. Yeah, I was saying if you go to the main on the homepage of Kaboom.js.com.
Oh yeah, that's good. Let me just put myself on do not disturb. Notifications have flags. Always when you're live streaming, you should make sure turn off your notifications. Okay.
Yeah. If you click the word fun on like
the word fun.
make games fast and fun.
Oh, that's a pretty hidden one there. Okay.
Yeah, open a random game waiting Kaboom. Yeah, some of them might be it'll take some time to load.
Then maybe we already load up the
we
one
can
from YK as well. Oh, sweet. So I just press play, right? Oh, reverse Flappy. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. So now I just have to figure out what I have to do. Press space. Oh, okay. I get it. So it's constantly gravity. Oh, wow. This is very loud.
Yeah, I
nice.
need to fix that. Yeah. A couple of hackers.
Okay. Sweet. Okay. Sorry, I'm just okay. That's loud. Oh yeah, we'll need to figure out the music as well. Oh, actually, we have John Mayers. I think he actually is in here. John. Ooh. Hey, John. Love Supabase. Well, you work for Supabase. You get paid to say that. Don't take that for granted. But John is actually a pretty good musician. So maybe he can make some music for our game. That'd be sweet. Cool. Okay. Click to begin. Let's see. Oh wow.
So do you want to post a link to that game in the chat?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, I think this game won a prize for the jam it was in.
Oh,
$1,000.
Yeah.
is it open source? Do you know?
Yeah, it is. I mean, every game
Yeah.
on Replit is open source.
Oh yeah, it's on Rep. Oh nice. How do I find
Oh, yeah.
out the REPL from?
If you paste the URL in another tab and add a slash underscore repo.
Okay, sorry, it's just the music. It's brilliant. So I change it to just replit.com or so?
No, you add a slash underscore repo. I posted it in the comment in the chat. Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Should open the link on Replit.
Nice. Okay. And then I can go show files. Or do I go?
Yeah, it's show files.
Okay. So okay.
The code should be all in the code folder on the top.
Nice. Oh yeah, I was wondering, does that use a server at all, or is this fully client?
No, it doesn't use server for this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll need to figure out a server because we'll have some mechanics where we actually need to kind of validate, like if a collision actually happened, right? Because like theoretically, that's the thing with the client side. You can't ever trust anything that's coming from the client side. So you actually need to probably validate, and I mean we can get into this later, but I think this is an interesting problem to think about. So basically, as we're kind of moving two dots, right? And the two dots are being navigated by two different people, potentially on, different sides of the world, like we are right now. And when we have a collision, we need to make a request to our server to say, okay, hey, a collision happened, and to increase like the stats, the scores and kind of things like that. But how do we make sure that the collision actually happened, right? Because theoretically, someone could just go into like the Chrome DevTools and could like figure out, okay, what's the request that's being made when a collision happens, and just play that request over and over again. And so I think we kind of need to figure out basically, so like both clients need to make that request, and then we have to have an entry that basically has a counter that says like, who has reported that collision, and only if two clients with like different user IDs basically have reported the same collision, then that collision actually happened, and we can increase the score. So this is going to be pretty interesting later on. Okay, but maybe we just start with setting up our multiplayer REPL. So let me jump over there. Oh, I was about to say, this is very smart. This is like a smart way to growth hack the usage of your CLI. In order for me to change my username, I have to use the CLI, and I really want to change it to Thor WebDev. And so this can only be done once. Oh, wait. Do I have to use, is that the CLI?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, wait, so
Yeah.
I can
Can
I just say?
Yeah, I think you click on that entry.
Do I have to? Oh no. Okay. Gotcha. Change username. Click on that. And then I just. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought I actually have to download a CLI now, but I mean, I guess it's all in the browser. So. Okay. Sweet. So I guess my profile is now. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense because it's now Thor WebDev, isn't it? Okay, sweet. So I guess that works. And then I just create a new REPL, right? Like if I want a multiplayer REPL, it's just a normal REPL, is that correct?
Yeah, I think you can create a from the Kaboom template.
Oh, nice. So Kaboom.
The second one, it should be.
This one, the standard one?
Yeah, the standard.
Can you tell us what kind of the difference between the?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
this like light mode? Or?
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. The platformer one is a template that already has a platformer example running, and the standard one, it's just like a blank template. And the light version it's not like it has less stuff. It doesn't have TypeScript. It doesn't have a server. Basically, just plain HTML. So.
And what does platformer actually mean?
It's like games like Mario where you have a platform and you
Gotcha. Okay.
where you have jumping on platform stuff.
Cool. So at this point, do I want to make the REPL public already? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't think.
Oh, it is public. Okay. Okay, cool. And then maybe we call it Super REPL multiplayer. Is multiplayer one word? I guess so. Multiplayer. Super REPL multi. Okay, let's try that. And nice. This is pretty much already optimized for live streaming. So I think the font is pretty good. Oh no, I zoomed in. So maybe let's. Is this big enough? Can folks see? If you let us know in the chat, so we can figure out. Just let us know if it's things are too. Maybe I zoom in once like this.
120 or something.
Go to the settings tab on the left-hand side.
Oh,
yeah,
there's
if you go to
settings.
the left-hand side settings tab.
This one.
To change font size to, I think, large should be good for
huge.
People.
Okay.
People huge might be good too. And then
yeah, I think that works. Okay, and then for multiplayer.
Oh, and then click the hamburger menu at the top left.
This one? Oh no, what? Oh, sorry.
Top left? Yeah, that one. And then click the moon icon for dark theme. And go down.
Oh.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, sweet.
I think that's good.
Is that better? Do people want dark theme? Yeah, I think probably.
Probably,
eventually it'll go. Okay, and then for like inviting others, I go here, multiplayer. Oh no, this is.
No. Go to the top right corner, click invite. Top right.
Oh, invite, sweet. Okay.
And then click. Actually, if you click generate a join link here, people will be able to see and just join it. So let's do username.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait.
Oh, the only. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So anyone who actually caught that on the well, I mean, fair enough. Who's on the stream and who wasn't quick enough to catch that? I think maybe they are allowed to.
Yeah.
Let me see if I.
So let's do username.
Well, I put it here in our.
Yeah.
Let me see if I.
So let's do username.
Well, I put it here in our.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm getting some feedback somewhere. Is anyone not on headphones? Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Yeah, I think might be better because I was getting some feedback. Like I was hearing myself basically over and over, and hearing myself once is already probably enough. Okay, so I invite YK.
Yep.
Is it just YK Dojo?
Yep.
Nice. Very on brand invite.
Yeah.
And then for yourself, is it just TGA?
Can try paste from the chat.
Ooh, sweet. Okay, let's try that. Nice.
Yeah,
okay. Invite. And then I think that's good. We stay with that. Oh, we also have from the Supabase side, we have Silent Works. I don't know if he's. It's pretty late for him, but I invited him to the stream as well. If he's, Are you there, Andrew? Let's see. Andrew, do you have a REPL yourself? So Silentworks is one of our Super Squad community members who now has turned full-time. So he probably knows a lot more about Supabase than most people at Supabase, but it's pretty late for him. Andrew, are you still awake? He probably knows a lot more about Supabase than most people at Supabase, but I think he might have fallen asleep. Okay, let's crack on. Oh yeah, and we can look at this multiplayer JS in a bit as well. But so basically, if I just say run now, okay, so this is just a node. Oh yeah, maybe you can tell us a little bit about the setup of this. So is it like a node template or?
Yeah, it's running a Node.js server. If you look at the files, yeah, if you want to know how it works, can you click on the 3-dot menu on the top? 3-dot menu on the
this one?
Yeah. If you click show hidden files.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It'll show like the
server
config
files.
Yeah, there's the config file.
Okay,
And all the
yeah,
and the server stuff is in run.js.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a basic Express server.
Oh, nice. And we'll also be able to kind of build our own routes in here, right?
Yeah, you can build your own routes here.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. DB. And for database right now, is that just
yeah, that's a Replit database. That's a kind of special Replit only database.
So it's just like a key value store?
Yeah, it's a key value store.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. And what are you using the database for in this case here?
We're not using it right now, but you can optionally use it. It's just available here.
Cool. Okay, and then maybe I make this a bit smaller. And then do I need to maybe reload this? Because I guess it takes the full screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we'll just jump into the code. So we're importing Kaboom from Kaboom. The code itself, is that Node.js as well, or is it pure? It's pure JavaScript, and that's being served. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's JavaScript on the client.
Cool. Yeah. So this is the client-side JavaScript, and then it's using Kaboom here, importing the module, analyzing Kaboom. Okay, maybe you can, with the load sprite, so we're just using the sprites, and then we have our bean PNG. So the way it works is just it registers a sprite with the name bean, and then we can use it like this. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then we're adding on click, and then on click we're just at Kaboom. Oh, okay. Oh, so you have a function for doing like a Kaboom logo explosion. You've built that in.
It's like a built-in function for that. Yeah, I can also press B to burp.
Okay. B to burp?
Yeah, try B. There's a burp.
Oh yeah, okay. On key press. And then burp is, where's burp being loaded? Is that just built in as well?
It's built in.
Oh, nice. I like it. Some good kind of, what is it called? Easter eggs, I guess. Easter eggs here. Okay, I think, Andrew, are you back now? Should we get you in? Backstage 821. Let's see. Okay, Andrew, you're now on the stream. If you want to join in, hop in.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sweet. But
Hey,
I think
Andrew.
there's some background noise from you. Do you have some headphones or something?
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Okay, let's see. I think we're figuring out. So yeah, Andrew, I think if you put on some headphones, we're getting some feedback. And then Andrew, if you have a Replit user, we can get you and we can all collaborate in here. Sweet. So maybe let's just do the following. So let me pin that and actually make that the first tab. Then we can close this one. Then I can switch between with my mouse. And then I think what's pretty nice here, so we have kind of the movement. Oh, I think the first thing actually maybe, if I just wanted to do like instead of a sprite, like make this just a dot of like a certain color, could I do that as well?
Yeah, you can make it a rectangle or a circle. Like for example, you
and
can
then
do
so basically, okay.
But I think using a character is probably more fun. We can keep it as being.
Oh yeah, we can just color
Yeah.
the bean if you
Yeah,
want.
so there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
sprite editor on Replit. Like you can find a bean sprite and then edit it right there.
Oh, it's not a bean sprout, it's a bean sprite.
Yeah.
Nice. What's the URL for the sprite editor?
You can just click the plus if you go to the editor.
Let me see.
If you go to the editor, you can just if you go to the first
Here?
No, in the Replit editor.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's in the editor itself.
Yeah, if you go to the first.
Oh, you mean you just mean the bean sprite?
You can create.
Oh, no. Okay.
You can create a new sprite with yeah. If you go here, and if you click the plus sign, if you could go plus sign, you can create a new.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I guess we can just create a new character. There's bean. What else are we gonna have?
Well,
Yeah,
so the thing is, I think the mechanic. Yeah, so we'll just do 2 for now. So maybe we do bean and
Rice.
Well, I mean, let's just say green.
Green.
Because eventually we'll have the colors.
Yeah, but yeah, if you want to stick to the original mechanics, we can just use one sprite or one shape and just change the color.
So yeah, okay. So
mechanic.
We can color in the sprite just with Kaboom directly.
Yeah, you can do that. Now, if you reload the game now, it should be blue because I added
Oh, okay. So let me go. Just reload here, right?
Yeah, just reload it. It should be blue.
Oh,
nice.
Okay. So we have a blue one. Okay, sweet. And then, oh yeah. Hey, Andrew, welcome. Welcome on. Okay, Silent works. Great. So let's invite him there as well. Make this like a real multiplayer game and multiplayer coding. And yeah, I mean, Silent works. It's pretty late for you, so if you drop off at any point in time, that's okay. But yeah, just wanted to make this like a real multiplayer thing, and maybe you can quickly introduce yourself now as well.
Pressure. Okay, so I'm Andrew, aka Silent Works. Work for Supabase now. Just started Monday gone. Working with Thor, doing DevRel stuff. So yeah.
Sweet. All right, and we'll figure out all the multiplayer stuff as we go along. And I think what's also cool, what we'll do later on is we'll just get the recording of the live stream and all the useless bits that I've most of me just talking. We'll just cut it out, and then we'll have a really sort of condensed, good version of how to build this multiplayer game. So That will be great. Okay, so now we have our bean. So we can probably just stick with different colored beans. I just didn't want to make the characters too like human-like, so we don't get kind of in the thing of like, oh, green beans are eating blue beans, and kind of hierarchy of beans, and I didn't want to get into that, but I mean, you get the same thing with circles, I guess. So
Yeah.
just know there's no affiliation with any kind of humans or animals or anything. Okay, it's just beans. Nice. So we have our position here, and then maybe what we can do is, if we go back, so in terms of the movement piece, right? So I have my player, and then I just need these. So I think the first thing is we actually want to remove the on-click, right?
Yeah, we can.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
actually, I do like the on-click dynamic, because. So the idea is, what I was thinking is that we'll limit this to a certain amount of beans that can play at the same time, because eventually, if we have like 1,000 beans on the screen, like, you're not going to be able to play anything. So my thinking was like, we have a maximum of 10 players that play at the same time, and then basically anyone who wants to join in the game, they get dropped into a queue, and the next time someone gets collided or gets eaten or whatever, then they get dropped into the queue. Then they basically have 5 seconds immunity, so kind of like the blinking, 5 seconds, and then after that, basically they are in the game and good to go. But what I like is kind of the idea that anyone who is watching the game, so anyone can of course watch the game, and we have kind of syncing sort of the WebSocket locations of all the circles, but they can basically interact with the game in like doing sort of just a random kaboom throughout. So actually we can just leave it in, no?
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that you can affect. I was thinking like they can also affect the game state while they are clicking, or it's just visual flair.
Oh, I think it might just be visual, basically hiding some characters from others. I think we basically just got like a free game mechanic out of the box here.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, and then the next thing we need is the movement. So I think that's just the
yes.
all this here, right? On key down,
just,
left, right.
Should
I just copy this?
Yeah, we can just copy this.
And then, so we're adding our character. And does our character have a name, or is it just automatically?
No, we have to.
No.
Yeah, we have to kind of assign it to a variable here, so it picks up here.
Sweet. So we say player, we add our character, and then we can just find our player, and we move, and we have our on-click. So now, do I need to save, or does it auto-save?
It auto-saves. You can just reload the browser. Reload the.
Okay, so just refresh here. Okay, sweet. And so now, oh.
Yeah, you're missing the speed.
Yes.
Yeah.
To the speed.
Yeah. So I just need a variable.
I just need a
speed.
Define.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just copy it from here, and then let me just define the speed here. I like how the error is rendered. It's like really like a game. It's nice. Okay, kaboom. Nice. Okay, so this is moving. And if I wanted to print out kind of how the location changes, because later on we'll need to kind of sync that, or maybe, so you have this multiplayer JS thing here already. And is this actually, what is this broadcasting? Maybe should we already quickly touch on that?
Yeah, it's just some basic WebSocket functions that
like the broadcast answer is just basically broadcast to all clients connected. And I actually forgot how it works. I have to.
Okay, cool. So we'll figure that out together eventually. But maybe for now, can we just console log kind of as the position updates?
Yeah.
We can just console log the position, right?
Yeah. We can also Kaboom also has a on-screen logging function.
Oh.
Where,
do you want to put that in?
Yeah. Let me just see. Do you want to just log the current player's position?
So basically, any time kind of the position changes, is there like an event listener for changing positions on updates?
There's no listener for position updates, but we can just print every frame right now so a bit easier.
Okay, so on update is that 60 times per second, or how often does that happen?
Yeah, it's about 60 times per second, ideally.
Okay, so maybe that's so that would be spamming us a lot, right? Or how would this print a new line for each debug, or always update it?
So by default, Kaboom only if you can see it how it works if you refresh it now.
Okay, let's refresh.
So now it should only.
Oh, so it's just the time frame, and then.
Yeah, it'll print the time and also. But you can also make it print more if you Let me see. I think it's what's it called? Max.
Oh, this is really cool. Oh, okay, but now we have the problem where we haven't defined any bound position or collision or anything, right?
Right, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so this is that. So maybe we'll look into, yeah, maybe we'll just do that next. So I think we need to decide if we want to, when we move to the end of do we want to allow basically jumping over to like the other side of the screen? What do you think? Can we do that? So as we hit the frame border, we just appear at the bottom of the frame, right?
Yeah, we can do that, and depends on how you want to design the game, I think. Like,
yeah, I think
definitely, yeah.
I think let's do that, because otherwise you just can be backed into a corner, and that's a bit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that's not so cool.
Yeah.
So okay, let's figure that out, and then I think we have some comments. Are there any questions? Edward, hey Edward. I'm not sure if I know Edward. You look familiar, but then we don't really know whom he means. Is Postgres row level security GDPR compliant? Now that's a very loaded question. Hey, we're just building a fun multiplayer game here. I think there's a couple nuances to that. I might not get into that. We'll get back to you later. GDPR compliant. It depends how you use it. You can use it in a GDPR compliant manner if you do it correctly. Maybe let's put it there. Okay. Okay, let's figure this out. So basically, do we need to add some like collision detection for the end, or is it just based on location? How do we best do this?
Yeah, I think it'd be easiest if we just check the collision. Check the position value.
The position. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Like So I'm coding on the on key down left.
Yeah. Let me go back here.
So there's that post.x. Oops. Clear. Oh, sorry.
Okay, nice. So this basically means when our position on the x-axis, right?
Yep.
Is getting hitting below 0, and 0 is right. We're like top left corner is 0, 0.
Yep.
Correct.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
And then we're basically we're getting the width from a function which is just the full width of the screen.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that's actually a good point. The size of the bean is always the same, right? That's not responsive.
Yeah, it should be the same.
That's interesting, because how do you deal with that? You know, when the screen, can you like resize everything proportionally? Because once we have like a background sprite, can we do that kind of based on percentage or something? Probably. Right?
Yeah, it can. Wait, are you
Okay.
Yeah, so if we want to wrap all the players to the screen edge, we might want to give a fixed screen size, like a fixed game view size, so that different players won't wrap at different points.
Oh, nice. Oh, so you build it in for everything already? No, for left and right?
Yeah, I added it for left and right.
Nice.
I just copy it.
And now we have multiple debug.
Yeah, we have added to 3, but you can change it at the top. There's a log max. There's an option called log max with your pass to Kaboom.
Log max. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, let's just keep it at 1 for now. Nice. How do you guys do the whole multiplayer coding thing, actually, and like collision detection of coding? That's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, that's probably a lot of smart engineers working on that. So let's not get into that now. Nice. Okay. Do we need to do any math in terms of this, like subtracting the size of the?
Oh.
Because right, we're kind of jumping here.
Oh yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, but I think we can iron that out later. So the mechanic is clear.
Yeah.
And that works. That's very nice. Okay, so maybe now we need to figure out the multiplayer thing, and probably what we can do first is we can actually just do 2 players. So let's maybe figure this out for 2 players. And so this is kind of where we probably have to introduce a server-side component, because we kind of need to basically, when you load the page, we need to assign you whether you are player 1 or player 2, right?
Right.
Have you done that before? Do you have any sort of recommendation how to do that, or?
I'm actually a big noob on multiplayer stuff. But,
gotcha. No worries. Yeah. No worries. We'll figure it out. But maybe for now, actually, we just go into the collision detection stuff first. And oh, nice. So we can draw some. Oh, there's more debugging here. Ooh, how can we get those?
If you press F1.
Oh, it's just F1.
But you have to assign it the You have to assign. Oh yeah, if you press F1 now, you should see it. Yeah.
Oh, and then you can debug. Nice. And can we change the frames per second as well?
There's no FPS. You cannot change it right now. It'll go down if yeah. It'll go down if the game goes slow.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so now what we can do is basically let's just do. So maybe let's just do an array of players. So we'll do const players equals an empty array, and maybe for now we'll just do this is how you change the color. Okay, that's cool. So let's say add 2 characters to screen. So maybe we'll just also do max players equals 2, and then what we can do is maybe we'll just do. Should we just do maybe a for loop? I rarely do for loops nowadays. So is it let e equals 0, and then we do while I is German. While I is smaller than max players. You know, with like all the MapReduce functions, you rarely use any loops anymore. Isn't that funny? And then we just do. Is it like that?
Yeah, I think so.
And then we'll just do players dot push. And so basically, and then also we'll have maybe const colors. I use the American spelling of colors now, but and the colors have to be, let me see. Oh, do we get some auto formatting? Wait, let me do this. Oh no, is there auto formatting in? No, I need to do this, right?
No.
And then color has to be, can I put just a word like green in here?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can only do
RGB. So maybe we do just, but it needs to, it needs to be so we kind of need to split it, right? So if I were to put it in as like 0,0,255, and then put it as maybe. Is this RGB?
Yeah, it's RGB.
255. So let's try.
Actually, you can use the you can use the color function RGB to construct.
Okay, sweet.
Color objects. So
okay, let's do that. So maybe you'll fill those in up there, and then what we'll just do is we'll basically go colors with the index of our I, and then the position we probably should do like maybe we'll just do I times 20 or something like that. Which, I mean, we'll just doing this now to like position them out a little bit.
I'll do a
or
larger.
maybe just 40. Yeah.
Can do a 40.
40. What's the area?
The area is a component that gives it the collider. So if you remove area, it wouldn't have a collider and it won't be able to check for a collision.
Gotcha. So that's what kind of the blue box is, basically the area. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet. Okay, and so now we have our colors, our max players. We have setting up our characters on the screen with sort of a random. Can we do a random placement actually within?
Yeah, let's do.
Probably can, right? There's some like random functions.
Yeah, we can do some. Let's just do random from random screen size. There's a rand function, which is just a helper.
Nice. And then for now, we'll just do const player so that the mechanics down there work. We'll just do players 0. So we can just move the first player. Switch. And then maybe should we try running that?
Yeah,
let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have 2 players, and then we have we move our other player. Okay, so this player isn't getting moved. Now I can do this on again, and that's what used for the collision detection, right? So basically, so here this, yeah. So as soon as the blue collides, the blue circle squares, right?
Yeah, it should trigger a collision event.
Nice. Okay, so maybe we can just look at that example. So we'll have so let's look at the collision, run that. So I guess all of these are also REPL.
These are actually not. These are just client-side iframe.
Oh, nice. Okay. Ooh, swoop. Okay, nice. And then doop. Boop. Okay, cool. So let's have a look at this. So we have our area. Okay, solid means the object can't move past other solid objects. Oh, so we probably should make it solid as well, because later on we'll have our background sprite, and then we'll need to sort of define, I guess, is that how it works? So we'll have a background sprite, and then we kind of need to map out where actually like the I guess the walls of the background are, and then make them solid objects or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, there's another example that does exactly that. So you can check out later.
Which one is that?
You can go to the I forgot what's its name. Is there an example called RPG?
RPG, yeah. Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it has a wall, and there's also another one called RPG example should be mostly it.
Oh, okay. So on collections, like, oh, hi, how are you? And then you can collect the key. And oh, the door you can actually, you get the key, you win. Oh, this is cute. Okay, that's cool. Levels. Oh, the level layout. That's interesting. So basically it's like identifying. So it just sets up the blocks like this, right? And this is the door, and this is the blocks. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's sweet. That makes it really easy. That's nice. Okay. Nice. Okay, maybe let's go back to our collision. Let's figure that out first. So player on click. Player. Oh, okay, so we can do debug inspector. Oh, so player on collide. On collide is provided by area component. There's an event that runs when an object collides with another object. Certain tag.
Yeah,
okay, and so the enemy tag.
Yeah, it's defined. If you put a string
is it this one?
here, yeah. If you put a string here, it'll work as a tag.
Okay. And so we kind of need to basically do this like the player and its index. Is that kind of what we can do?
Yeah. Yeah, we can just give for our game we can just give all players a player tag, and it should check.
Oh, I was thinking maybe we give it the player tag, but the player tag needs to be unique. Is that correct?
I mean, if we want to check, because we want to check for collision between all players, right? So we probably want to give them all the same tag, so we check for each of them, and maybe we can check.
Okay, and then how do we differentiate like who collided?
We can give them some additional attribute, like we can assign an ID to each player. And when we receive the object from this callback, we can just check with whatever properties on that.
Gotcha. Or do we get like the variable of our player, like player?
Yeah, we do.
We do. We do need an ID. So basically, we'll something like player green 1, player green 2, player red 1, player red 2. Okay, cool. So, and then we can do. So player is basically then my own player. And I check anytime my own player collides. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we just say. So basically all the players, we give them. And the tag I just add here underneath?
No, it's inside the array. So we can do it under the colors, the color line.
This one?
Yeah.
And then, well, the tag we just say player, right? So basically want to check my player colliding with any other player.
Yeah.
And then how do I assign the ID?
So if you, I'm coding right here. If you assign a raw object in this array, like ID equals, let's just say random here. It'll assign all properties in this table to the object. So if you do this, you can just use players.id. It'll be under player.id.
Okay, so let's say now let's do the collision function. We can probably just put it here, right? So we say player on collide. What's that?
Yes, on collide.
And then this object is what is the object, the player that it collided with, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Nice, nice, nice. I like that. Player collide, and then we say, okay, so anytime our player collides with any other player, we want to trigger this function, and then we'll get our maybe we just say C player, like, or collided player. Well, maybe just say C player, so the player we collided with, and then we basically now need to check, you know, based on our game characteristics of like which color sort of eats which other color, will then either we can destroy our player, or we can destroy the other player, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So maybe we'll add to do check for color mechanic based on player IDs, and here we would use kind of the IDs, I think, and then we would say destroy, you know, either player or C player. So maybe let's just say we destroy C player here, just so we can test it out. And then, so I reload this, and maybe we actually got rendered.
Yeah, I think. No, I think. Oh yeah. Oh.
Because we're randomly rendering anywhere on the screen, right? Or anywhere, wherever. Let's see. Yes. How did we?
It should be within the screen though. Maybe it's really on the edge.
Okay. Maybe it was just exactly on the edge right now. So yes. Now basically if we collide, boom, okay, sweet. So, okay. So that's that, and then we would have to have the mechanic of, and so basically here in the collision, we would then to do basically send collision. How do you spell collision? That was always the problem with like the Collison brothers as well. Sometimes they were called collision. Is it double S? How do you spell collision? No.
Yeah, I think it's single S. Yeah.
Collision. Send collision data to DB. And then basically I think this can actually work. So on our client and on the other client, this collision would happen at the same time, right? And then basically our client sends the request to database, and the other client sends the request to the database. We'll just need to make sure that kind of in terms of like race condition or anything. But I think we'll just design it as like an increment somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we can. Yeah, we can definitely do just a simple counter for that. Like.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay, this is the database layer for this is going to get very interesting.
Yeah, should be a lot of ways to do it.
Yeah, so we'll probably need to do some prep beforehand, but maybe let me see what we can do. We'll probably have like maybe 24 minutes that we can do. Let's see, what do we want to do? So if we have our collision. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense yet to get into designing the database or anything like that, because I actually probably need to think about that off screen a little bit before. Otherwise, that's going to take a lot of time. What else? Any kind of fun?
Yeah, maybe we can
fun
just
ideas.
do the,
anything we can add? The background sprite?
Yeah, we can. Do you have the background sprite, or are we going to find?
I do not. So I think we probably have to find one. So let's see if we can. So Pac-Man background sprite. Let's see if it's easy as that. Oh, it might actually be. It's something like this, right?
Yeah.
But is this free to use? Maybe subject to copyright. What? Oh yeah, okay. I think that doesn't work. But maybe we can probably just draw this. Do we even need a sprite?
Yeah, I think we can just use the we can just use the Kaboom level builder and build with individual blocks.
Oh yeah.
Build out
how do we
level.
do that?
Yeah, I think we can just copy the RPG example in the
okay, let's see.
On the Kaboom examples, and maybe we can draw the levels like it's a Pac-Man level.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, the only thing is that it kind of needs to be, because this is always a fixed, right? So this is always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we kind of want it to be responsive, right? But I guess we need to figure out the responsiveness. We just need to calculate.
Wait, what do you mean by responsive?
Which is
like
different... Well, so basically, yeah. So I might have a different screen size than you, but in order to keep sort of the mechanics fair, the proportion should always be the same. So the dot of the players in proportion to any of the blocks on the screen need to be the same for everyone. So if I have a huge screen, it just means that both, the background blocks or the game field as well as the players are just huge. And someone who has a small screen, just it has the same proportion, right? But yeah, I think it's just a calculation based on the width and the height function, and then just divided by something. Okay, let's see. But so, I mean, I guess we can draw it out. So if we say it's kind of like this, where we have 9 rows, and then it is actually setting up. So it's just identifying based on the thing, what it is. Gotcha. Yeah, okay, this probably might actually take a bit of time. But let's say, so if I want to let's look again, Pac-Man, background. it always looks like. I mean, it's kind of like this, right? So we have some blocks, we have some T's. Oh, someone built a Pac-Man clone. Let's see if they build it with Kaboom. Oh, okay. Redrew the maze about 3 times. Oh, that's actually okay. So we can probably translate it into a grid as well, and then sort of go through the grid and set it up, right?
Yeah. You can draw the grid with the text, with the level text-based level syntax over there.
Yeah, so basically we'll just have a grid, and then based on the grid we just put the blocks, and then we can,
yeah,
every player as well is just the size of one block in that grid, right?
Yeah, right.
That should work. Okay, so I think maybe we just stop here, and I take the homework of like looking at this and figuring it out. And then yeah, I think that's good. So let's have a look where we ended up. So that was actually pretty nice. So we managed to let's quickly walk through what we did. So we're now we're just randomly placed off screen. So here we have our Kaboom. So we're logging down here. You can see we're logging the position of player 1. So that's the one I can move with my mouse here. We're defining a speed for the movement. So I guess if I were to set this, is there a reason why it's 320? Is that based around like the 60 frames or anything like that?
No, it's just arbitrary. You can change it to whatever.
Okay.
If you want it to move, yeah.
So if I set it to like 640, it just moves a lot faster. Yeah, cool. But yeah, 320 is probably a good speed, so like people can follow along. So let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. And then chasing each other. Cool. And then so we just have the mechanic here of the max players, and then based on the max players, we also have like a list of colors. So I mean, I guess we could maybe change this to, let's say if we change this to 4, we would actually get 2 blue,
Yeah.
2, oh no, oh, because we're running out of, so we would have to do a modular, so like number divided by, yeah, okay. But anyway, so that's kind of how it works. We'll need some more colors here. And then we have our beans. And so this is where we're setting up our characters, add characters to screen. And we're just looping through, you know, max players for the amount of players we're pushing a new player. And that is just with the add function here from Kaboom. We're using our bean sprite that's coming from here. And oh, nice. So we can actually, oh, so the color, it's just the whole color of the thing, and then it ignores the colors of the actual sprite. Or how?
I think
it's
like if I multiply the color.
With. Okay. Oh, nice. Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty amazing. Wait, and it's all just you who's built that, or is there? I mean, I guess it's open source, right? So there's a bunch of contributors, but that's pretty awesome. Okay, and then we have our players, and then here, for now, we're just picking the first player as the one that we interact with. We're basically checking if our player collides with any other player. So that's the player tag here that we've assigned to our player. It's almost like a class, right? Kind of a selector class for characters, or
yeah, yeah, it's more like tags. Like, oh yeah, it's like class for Dome. Like you can give it any number of tags you want.
Gotcha. And then so based on our player colliding with any other player, we'll need to add our game mechanics in here. But then based on that, we just destroy one of the players, you know, who, depending on whoever is eating who, we'll then need to build on kind of all the mechanics there. And then here we're just adding on key down. So on key down of our client. So this is, you know, me press my key on the screen. Then we just move the player based on the speed in the correct direction. So left, we're just changing the x coordinates here, right? XY coordinates, and then we're just checking if we're reaching the bounds of the left, which then just get dropped to the right screen. The other way around, we get dropped to the left screen, up and down, same thing. And then here we're just debugging for like every frame, so 60 times per second. We're just using the built-in debug log here with our max, with our log max, and debugging that. And then on click, we decided we'll leave the game mechanic in that. Oh, the only thing is we will actually need to sync the on click to.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the question is, do we want to do that? Because like everyone, like if 1,000 people are watching, and everyone is clicking, you're not going to see anything of it. So maybe we just leave this locally to whoever.
Yeah.
So they have the feeling like they are interacting with the game, but they are actually not.
Yeah.
Let's just do that. Cool. And then, yeah, I think that's great. And now that's it. And then on that's a nice Easter egg built in here. If you press B, you get a burp. I guess you can't hear the burp on the stream, but that's what it is. Okay, sweet. I think we'll leave it at that for now, and then I'll go back to the drawing board. I'll read through this here and kind of figure out how to actually do the background sprites. But thanks so much, Tiga. I actually don't know, is Tiga the right pronunciation of how you want to be called? So
yeah, Tiga it is, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Thanks so much for joining the stream and like walking me through Kaboom, and thanks so much for building Kaboom. It's yeah, it's really fun, and I'm excited to, you know, get this multiplayer thing figured out. And yeah, if I have more questions, you know, I'll ping you on Slack. I'll find you. But for now, thanks so much, and yeah, should be good fun.
For sure. Yeah, thank you. It's really fun for me too. Yeah.
Cool. And so that concludes the first part of our series. We'll see how many parts we need, and you know, kind of which guests we invite along the way. But let's pause here. Happy Friday if you're already on Friday. If not, have a good night and happy Friday tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
See ya.